Hey guys. Hello everyone. I was gonna talk about something else, but I'm gonna save that for a later date. I'm gonna talk about this Chris Queen Naija thing. Like, and this is also a mukbang. So I have crawfish, pepper jack boudin balls, big shot strawberry, and a Bernard pecan candy. Okay, so just the backstory of this. I mean, you try to support black businesses, but it took me forever to get these crawfish. When I got there, they were just saying stuff like, oh, we don't know how long. It was just crazy. It was a long story. I probably don't even want to talk about that. But let me take a swig. Hold on. Okay. Ooh, I see my haters in here. I'll still talk. Today is just a fun free day. It's a holiday. So, okay. So you all see the fuckery that is Queen Naija and Clarence and Chris Sales shit that's going on. Like, it's really, really crazy, and it's very, very ghetto. Like, hold on, let me at least try it. Let me try this one. Oh, this is good. Oh, it's very good. It's not bad at all. Yeah, it's good. Anyway, so apparently Queen had a Queen's son, CJ, Chris Sales Jr. He had a graduation. And so Queen and Clarence was at the graduation, but they didn't invite anybody else. They didn't invite the father, which is Chris Sales, and they didn't invite the family. So that just started a whole entire just World War VII. Okay. So some people are on Chris's side and some people are on, Queen's side. But me, I guess I would be on Queen's side. Like, how do you expect to disrespect the mother of your child as bad as you have been consistently and the family? How do they expect to they disrespect her as well? So sometimes you won't get invited to certain shit. That's just all it is to it. I mean, it really is. So, okay, these are good. I won't say sorry. I won't say where they came from because as I am not trying to give them any type of business. But child, this food got me too occupied. Hey Mariah, what's up? Girl, this is my first mukbang. I'm trying to do a mukbang, but this is so good to where I'm like, it's hard to even talk. Hello, blessed and highly. Child, just leaving off from what we were talking about with that whole Chris and Queen thing. But yeah, so they were just big mad because they couldn't go to his graduation. But let me tell you a little backstory on that whole hey Miss Brown Sugar. Hey Rose. Girl, I was just thinking about making that. I need to find some scotch bonnet peppers or whatever. I was really just thinking about making that. Jen. Hi Jay. Hi Jen. Called you by my name. Hey, how are you? How are y'all? But yeah, I was just thinking about that. But I was going to talk about something else, but that's related to what I usually do. But I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow because that's crazy. But I said for mukbang because I'll be so distracted. Let me see what's up with this. So yeah. But anyway, so backstory with that whole Queen and Clarence situation. Okay, Queen, her family has always been, I feel like, jealous of her. Allegedly, something happened to her, like one of the mother's ex-boyfriends used to assault her all the time or something, like sexually assault her allegedly or whatever, when she was a kid. And when she would go to the mom, the mom would have nothing, would pay her dust, like allowed it to happen. So, and then also when Queen got pregnant with CJ, the whole the whole entire her whole entire family, especially her mom, they were trying to bully her in to not keeping the baby. They were telling her, no, you shouldn't have the baby, you shouldn't have the baby, you shouldn't have the baby. But hey Chandra, yeah, they were telling her that she shouldn't have the baby. So if it was y'all, if they would have had, if y'all would have had y'all's way, there wouldn't have been a graduation anyway, because you didn't want her to have the baby anyway. But anyway, so then she gets with Chris, right? She gets with Chris, and Chris is just as abusive, allegedly. Well, no, I mean, I don't think it's allegations anymore. He's just as abusive or whatever. So, like, but then she gets with Clarence, and now they have a problem. Me personally, I think her family just jealous of her. I really think that her family is just jealous of her because, I mean, she don't even look like she belongs in that family. She really don't look like she belongs in that family at all. So, it's like they want the worst for her. So how could you be on the side of somebody that used to beat your daughter? This is so damn good. Hey, set your intentions. Be on somebody's side that used to beat your daughter and used to and you had it all messed up. This is like super good. I promise it's good, y'all. But seriously though, what am I eating? Girl, this is a mukbang. So I got crawfish, boiled, pepper jack, boudin balls, pecan candy, and a big shot. So this is a whole Louisiana based one. But girl, it's so good I can barely talk. Child, hold on. Ebony Morgan, what's up? Hey girl. But yeah. Let me put this food down so I can kind of talk a little bit. But happy Memorial Day. Hold on. So I don't know if mukbangs are my thing. I can't even talk. It's so good. This is super good. Then I got my sanitizer, y'all. Ooh, girl. Wait, I hope that didn't. Okay, we good. But yeah. So the sister is doing all this speaking out, right? So with the sister doing all of this, some people are saying like Clarence is also clapping back too. So a lot of people say that she is wrong, that Clarence is wrong. But if that is your queen, you're supposed to protect your queen, especially if she comes from the family that, knowing the history of that entire family. You know what I mean? So yeah, when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So Chris would get online and would disrespect Queen to no end. He does it every other month. So sometimes and then just the stuff that he was doing, like when he has a kid, he's very neglectful when he does have a kid. So yeah, like he's done all this craziness. So what are you talking about? Like, why did you expect to get an invite? I mean, I know that's biologically your son, but I mean, if she keeps letting you have your way after you misbehave, you won't know that you're misbehaving. So I bet she got your attention now. Respect the mother of your kid. So anyway, like I said, when she was with Clarence, I think that they most so like Chris because that family is jealous and they want anything that's bad for her. They want anything that was abusing her. So like when she was with Chris, okay, she wanted to be a singer, correct? Okay, she wanted to be a singer, and Chris, even though she had a beautiful voice, Chris kept telling her, "Oh no, put it to the back burner. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do any of that. Blah 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 blah. This is not all that. La 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 la." You don't need to do this, blah, blah, blah. So Queen would never sing. She would never sing because he kept telling her no. He wanted them to focus on his mumble rap career. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? His mumble rap career. So with that, like, but as soon as they, and he even like I said, used to beat on it, because there is even a video where she did a cheating prank on him, and the damn camera's going. I don't know if he didn't think the cameras were going or whatever, but they had friends over and everything. He threw Queen on top of the bed and was really about to beat her ass. He threw her on the bed, and so they had to be like, hold up, it's a prank, it's a prank. He was pissed as hell. So I'm thinking, what the hell? Like, he was pissed as hell. So if that's what you're doing behind closed doors, when you think it's behind closed doors, what you think is going whatever. So it's like, you said they sang together, but then that's what, after when she got with Clarence and they were talking about it, she was saying that for the most part, that he was basically just like saying, yo, don't, you know, we don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. You don't, well, from what they were saying, it's like she, I guess maybe she wanted to be a solo artist. Maybe it was a situation where he was like, well, we need to tie each other together. But she said that behind the scenes, he would tell her stuff like, no, don't worry about that. You know, you're not going to be a singer. It's not going to be all that. He was more so, I guess, worried about his rap career. But as soon as she got with him, with Clarence, and she was telling Clarence that she wanted to sing, Clarence said, yeah, you should sing. And he pushed her to sing. And she's been getting like either hits or semi-hits, like at least noticeable songs ever since. So, right, yeah, the videos are there, but you know, there's a video of her saying that behind the scenes, he was like putting her down when it comes to her singing. That's what she said. I don't know why he didn't refute it, but he said that he was he was like, no, you don't need to do this. This is not going to be such. I don't know if they had done it for so long to where at the end he got he basically just got to the point to where he was like, okay, let's just stop trying it. But she did, you know, say that he was like trying to get her to stop singing or whatever. So whatever it was, whatever Clarence did or whatever focus he had on her, like that really worked or whatever. So she started doing whatever. And then Clarence also said when he got with her, she was kind of, I don't know, standoffish, or like when he would try to touch her, she would jump, and she was just he had broken her down so badly to where, you know, Queen was just coexisting, you know what I mean? So she gets with this other guy, she gets with Clarence. So Clarence, you know, I get, you know, brought out a different side of her, I guess, deep down, because I think Chris even said deep down. Chris said something about, I guess he thought eventually she would try to come back to him, because they were like, okay, well, we don't want to be together anymore. Whatever. He was waiting for her to bite the bullet and be like, well, come on, let's just get back together, okay? Or let's blah, blah, blah. She didn't. She ended up meeting Clarence. So what he did after that is he was like, okay, well, she met Clarence, so I can still take her. You know, that's my wife. I can do whatever. I can still take her. But she had already fallen, as you know, fell in love with him. So finally, months later, he started making a song talking about, I really do love Queen. I want us to get back together. Yeah. Chris is a narcissist. He's mad because he no longer has control of Queen. He knew Queen would blow up and didn't want her to be more successful than him. Right. And somebody also said, Queen's mother is the head of her kingdom. She needs to sit down and tell Tina to stop her BS and get her children together and be the matriarch that she is, and mend it if it's possible. Right. That's right. And Mob Squad D says, I thought she was saying she doesn't want to sing now. I don't know. I didn't hear that. Let's see. And you say Queen is no angel at all. This was all strategic, her becoming famous. Well, I mean, I would have thought that, like, she at first she had more power when it was her and Chris together. They had, you know, millions of followers. So she just ended up finding her own way without him. And so when she left, kind of like the Domo and Chrissy situation, I guess one of them had to flop, and it wasn't Queen. Right. You say Ebony got to call in. She got the juice, but child, I'm not in my computer. I'm out here eating. I'm definitely wasn't gonna eat crawfish in my house, so I can't drop the link. So yeah, he was doing all this stuff to her. And like I said, I believe him because he was trying to use Parker to make her jealous. Trying to use Parker to make her jealous. And he ended up beating up Parker too. Because they were saying, oh yeah, I don't even know if Queen did, I guess she did come out and say, yeah, he used to beat her, but she wasn't like, that wasn't like her main thing of saying, oh, this, that, and the third. So a few months later, he beat up Parker, allegedly. But Parker had bruises, and I think she took him to court. She filed charges and everything else. So he was, and so he flopped so bad to where he was trying to get Queen to pay his electricity bill, like when she left. And so Clarence was like, she don't live there no more. So wait, Parker lied. So this girl beat herself up? Like, so she really went out of her way, showed all of these bruises and all of this stuff, and it was all a lie. And this dude ain't sue her? And then they say another girl said the same thing, but not as bad as Parker did. I don't know why Parker lied. Chris cheated and humiliated Queen publicly. She left. He gave her no money, took the car back, and Queen made her way through music. God had his hands on her success. Okay. But Ebony Morgan says, ooh, child. Scratching my arm. Ugh. The both of them were cheating. Queen dealt with a married man who was a cop and a married man whose wife came on the internet blasting Queen. She even admitted it on video? Wait. She got her mom car shot up. Are you serious? Girl, I gotta go look up this stuff that you're talking about. I have never heard this. About Queens. And what year was that? You know they've been married since damn near high school. When did she cheat? Right. I never heard none of that before. I never heard she messed with a married man. All this stuff about this girl, I never heard that. Yeah. I never heard that. But all in all, you say go to the videos. What videos? So I just type in Queen messing with a married man. Yeah, I never heard it either. It's on Queen's channel. Wow. But yeah. So I don't know. What year did she do this? Did she allegedly do this? And you know how some bitches could be lying. That could have been her old friend, and I think she was messing with my husband. Well, they ain't saying nothing about what she did with Chris, I guess, whatever. They ain't saying shit, payroll, nothing about her cheating on Clarence that I've heard. But then again, I ain't heard the other shit either. Didn't they meet? I forgot what they said. They originally met or something like that. But they also tried to say that she was messing with him when he had a girlfriend. But Clarence had dumped the girl. Right, but I thought the ex said something about, okay, yes, she's right, we wasn't together no more or something, but she thought they was gonna get back together or whatever. Like they weren't in a relationship. Like he broke it off with her. And weren't those DMs about business or doing a video or some shit like that? And he told us something like, well, my girlfriend, he mentioned a girlfriend. Right. But yeah, so now the family is always airing this girl out. Like always. Like before she had money, after the money, like she don't look like she belonged to that family for a fucking reason. I just think they're all jealous of her. Like You don't need to bring all this to social media. They are always constantly fighting with this girl. And what is she doing? She buying cars for him. I mean, yeah, the other way. Why? Got my hands fucked up. That's Meek Mob. Is that you, D? Is there a different D? Are you Meek Mob D? Oh well, I don't know. She got so many on them. Quinn should have been notified of what? Oh, of the Like I said, you constantly cursing me out and you doing all this other dumb stuff and no. You're gonna have to learn how to act. You're not gonna have all the ghetto at my thing. Watch it from afar. But what about the family though? Is you? Damn, girl, how many fucking how many you got? Yeah, that's another thing. He can't even leave Texas to go. Were they supposed to take it to him? He can't even leave Texas. Yeah. I tried, but it was upside down. I don't know why I was doing that. It was really upside down. Like I said, when I tried to do it let me try to do it again. Because if I could do it a long way, then see? When I try to turn it the other way, it just goes upside down. That's all it does. That's all it does. I don't know. I mean crawfish, pepper jack boudin balls. This drink. It's probably I mean all Louisiana stuff. Right. CJ barely see him though. So he couldn't leave anyway. Like you wanted to be notified to do what? To be like, hey, he's about to graduate. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't deal with disrespect. Like, let's just be good co-parents. Don't attack me online. The crawfish, girl, it's in a red bag. You see that? So maybe I'll do another one. I just had to see what I'm ground on. I'm so greedy. Have y'all had crawfish? Number one. His was good. His is good. I don't lie. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah. Mm-hmm. I would have sent a text regarding the graduation to his father because at the end of the day, it's about little CJ and he loves his dad. CJ could have possibly hit around going to the graduation with P.O. Yes, girl, be nosy. It is so good. Chris started this whole fiasco with Queen, and now her family is jumping on for clout. Yeah. They're like, I wanted to go see it. Like, learn how to act. That's just how I am too. Like, learn how to act. And another man is raising his son, raising his son. So he sees, if he had to choose out of who to have there, he would probably have Clarence there before having Aunt and Chris. But never? I'm about to bring you some. It's so good. I can't believe you never had them. But then again, you're from Baltimore. So, girl, they're so good. I'm going to have to teach you how to peel them and everything. They are so good. They are really good. Now, you eat the gin? You never tried it before? I actually cooked some the other day. For the first time, I boiled some. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's another thing. Like, there's limited seating with COVID. I know y'all probably thinking, okay, well, he should at least had him and not the man that raised him. But you on probation. Like, why are you on probation? Why? He been trolling them people since they got together. Right. We crabs down here too. My homeboy does some smoked crabs in a butter sauce. Oh my gosh, that shit's so good. It's so good. Right. But Chris don't raise them, and Chris is and Clarence ain't on probation. Like, he's not on probation. Oh, so he's on. So he did hit Parker. He's on probation for beating the shit out of Parker. So he did hit that girl. I don't know how she got a fake charge and he on probation for it. So that's crazy. From beating on Parker, but he like I said, I'm one and the same. I would have done the same. I'd have been like, you keep talking about me when I do bring the child to you. You do this to the child. You do that. You have all these crazy people around them. Like you all high. You have the baby is got all kind of marijuana smoke. Like he gotta learn how to act at some point. And the family too. Like why y'all? She just bought the mom a car. If you're on probation, you still coming, your ass would have went straight to jail. You say he's on probation for fighting a minor? Why he beat up a minor? And you say Clarence smokes weed by the hour. It was something that he would do. It was a lot of shit that he would do when he wasn't there. I don't know if he probably smokes weed outside the house, but I think wasn't it some video or some shit where he was smoking weed with the dude, with the child on him? He broke a minor's jaw? Oh my God. That is terrible. He just can't get right. He just can't get right. Damn. But where are the children though? Bro, I wish y'all could have this. Have some of this. This shit's so good. Yeah. But yeah, like, bruh, that dude's gonna forever be bitter because this girl is doing better without him. That's usually what happens when you get from under the who had to get drunk just to address Tina? Clarence or but from what I heard, he wasn't like disrespectful to Tina. He wasn't like, bitch, stay out of my business. You're supposed to protect your queen. Like, you ain't gotta get bad with her. So Clarence. But how often should they set aside? Like, how often do they have to be the big guy while he's constantly doing stupid shit? How often? Like, he is big mad because he can't have this girl no more. He really thought they was gonna be together. She really moved the fuck on and upgraded. He really did. Huh. That shit's so good. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Like they always beefing with this girl, and she's always buying them gifts, giving them, buying them cars and stuff. They never support this girl the money. Yeah. Why would Queen invite someone who can't even leave the state of Texas to their child's graduation? Yeah. Like why? He can't leave the state of Texas. And every time he has a problem with her parent, oh, I can't see my son. She need to come down here and leave him with me. And she's all, oh, it's on her. It says, Harima says, nah, if you're not married, you stay out of family issues because once they're back on good terms, you're forever to be the bad guy. But Queen and Clarence have been together for a while. Now, the person that's with you, your significant other, seems to be closer to you. He knows the toxicity of that family. He knows like a lot of Queen's innermost secrets and thoughts. Oh wait. Oh yeah, last time he had him, didn't she have to go all the way to Texas just to find a child? Yeah, but the person that you're with, they know. Like it's a lot of stuff Queen and them probably ain't telling us. Like I heard that mom used to be horrible to her, and look what the sister and them doing. This was none of our business. Like that was between Queen and Clarence. When what do? They jump. He jumps in. Like they're just the cousins, and like I said, it's cousins. You're just an auntie and all that. So, I mean, I don't think he gave me £3. Right? You're supposed to. Claire's the only one who protects Queen. You're supposed to protect what you love. You are. He's the only one that protects her. You're really supposed to protect what you love. You're supposed to be a man, but just don't be disrespectful. Somebody say, nah, he just had him when she wanted to go out with Clarence, not this past vacation, but recently. How recent? Chris's sister wants to fight Queen. See, all these people wanting to attack this girl. This is super good. Yep. Queen goes out of her way to make everyone happy. And when she says no, here comes the bashing and the drama. Right. The sister even found the way to make make Queen buying the mama car. She turned that into a negative. Well, it's a trappy car. She bought Clarence a better one. It's all that. And so the sister, I think the sister wants Clarence or something because of that shit she said that tripped me out. She was like, y'all ain't gonna get none. And when she said that, I was thinking, who said they wanted something? I think that shit in her head. Like, she's like, y'all just y'all now. Y'all just all horny behind them. Y'all ain't gonna get none. She probably was thinking, okay, I used to take up for him, but I ain't getting none, so I know firsthand. I mean, she probably was like, yeah, y'all know y'all be sitting there thinking, well, damn, when he comes to my mom, next time he comes to my mama house, fantasize about him getting in the shower with me and telling y'all stuff like, oh, I want you and not your sister. Y'all know that's what y'all be thinking. No, bitch, I think you on your own with that. Because I have never seen Clarence as no type of sex symbol. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm very, very extremely partial to dark skinned guys. I'm not into light skinned guys or whatever. But I know I'm cute when I see one, but I don't think he's ugly. But to the fact of he is swaying me because we won't sleep with him. I think she want to sleep with him. She think she the one was sexualized. I don't. When I think of Clarence, I don't think of that. Yeah. Yes, but not on social media. I don't care. He's too old to be arguing with her. Sister, some things are better handled offline. Yeah. Right. Not Tina is bashing Queen in a house that Queen is paying for. See, that's why a lot of celebrity types, people be thinking they just be leaving, ignoring their family because that leaving. There's like, I got money now, so they said forget their family. It's stuff like that. They feel just because you're their family, you need to pay for everything in everybody's bloodline. Low key think Tina and Chris had something going on. Tina probably won't go. Yep, Tina should not be online airing out all the family business. And I agree. Queen is a people pleaser. I love her music, and this is drama. This drama's a lie. So if her family mother was the problem, speaking from her childhood, why would she leave her child with her family for months on months when she was in New York City? Let me see. Why would she leave him when it's what you call it? I don't know nothing about that. So just recently, her son was just down there with them just for no reason, like for months. I did not know that. But she did say that this happened. All this stuff happened to them. Happened to her when she was a kid. Yep. That Mercedes was nice, and that's what her mom wanted. Tina is mad with Queen because Queen never stood up for her when Queen friends picked on her, and when she was a child. It's deep seated with Tina. Oh. Huh. You thought you got a notification? All right. Y'all say she was in the basement with Clarence and her son was living with the grandmother? For how long? She said she had you looking. Mm-hmm. Yep. They did. But put up a fox if you think that Queen and Clarence is right, and put up a green diamond if you think that Chris is right. So the grandma, so she stayed with Queen's mom. So it was like 2 months, 3 months. You say months or months, but I guess I don't know because you say they both wrong. Say they both wrong. I mean, I don't know. Queen probably at some point needs to disassociate herself because if I was a celebrity type, I just couldn't have my family and my baby daddy constantly wearing me out. I'll just be like, look, you just whatever. I see why. Like I was about to say, a bunch of celebrity types leave their family. They don't want nothing to do with them. Like some of them even be having moms that still stay in the projects, and they just be like, look, I gotta go. Because they really think that you should take care of them. Right. You said her fall would be heavy financially because no one would be by her side. I mean, just like they didn't think she would get another man, she ended up upgrading from Chris. Because Chris thought the same thing. Oh, she'll be back or whatever. No, she got a whole nother life with somebody else. All parties involved need to take accountability for their partner's drama. It's like they're trying to ruin her brand, right? And it's her brand. I'd be like, you know, you complain anyway, huh? I just watched a video where Tina saying Clarence was beating on her, and it's a book or something. Her sister was wrong for bringing it to the internet. She really was. Like, they don't have text messages. Nobody has a phone. That's real crazy. Real life crazy. Yay. If Cream wants to love them from a distance, she should be able to do that. Just tough love, like, okay, well, you know, I'll let y'all in. I bought y'all Mercedes that you think was mediocre anyway. I don't know what else to do. It's deeper than a graduation. If only Chris would have kept his damn mouth shut. And you say, but Clarence disrespects the mom every chance he gets. But what do you mean disrespect? Is he just, you know, speaking his opinion, or is he like, you know what, shut the fuck up, and bitch, you want a good mom, no way? Or is it just he's speaking his opinion because they spoke on him? But hasn't she said things about Clarence as well? Called him names and all this other craziness. Hey. They said Queen's family wants to act all perfect and single her out. He's like, that's amazing. You said even apologized online and Clarence paid the dust, but what did she apologize for? What did she do to Clarence to where she had to apologize? Queen isn't wrong for bringing her child graduating to the internet. Hell, everyone posts their child graduating on the gram and Facebook, right? That's all right. She should be able to do that. She really should. Now, if it would have been a situation where Clarence's mom and dad and 20 members of Clarence's family was there, and she was posting that, that'd been crazy. But she's just posting her baby graduating. So what? Huh? Wait, you said it's sad that Tina said Queen been horny since a child, knowing she was molested. Wow. His family's on a payroll doing what? I feel like Queen needs to check her mother and not Clarence. Because I bet if it was his mother, he wouldn't let Queen come at her publicly. I mean, his side of the family ain't doing all this craziness. Yeah, she posted it with Clarence in the pic, knowing what the reaction would be. But I mean, that they're a family. That's who raising them. I mean, you said Queen's mom needs to check Tina. So what y'all think it should have been a situation where she was like, come on, Clarence. Let's say if only two parents could go, she should be like, okay, CJ, blah blah blah. Come on, Clarence. You sit at home and this person that constantly disrespects me that you've had to protect me from a bunch of times, you come on down even though you're on parole and come to the graduation. Even though you've been there to literally help me with this child and to help me raise the child. Like, he got other kids. He helping her raise his child and wait. You say just because a man is in your household does not mean he steps up as a stepfather. That's what's really supposed to happen. Like, he said that one day she would have his last name. You're supposed to love the stepchildren as your own because you're the one that's there with them, you know? So it shouldn't be a situation where, well, look, that's that nigga child. I got a child with you, but I'm only concerned with this child. You're supposed to love that child like yours. And CJ really loves Clarence. CJ really loves Clarence. I would never have a man get with me and me and my child is separate from us. Like, you got to treat my child as if that is your own. If that is your very own. Oh, my hands. You say Queen probably chose to take Legend. Wait. D and Chris just had CJ when she needed him. So what is the issue now? But how long ago was it? Like, I don't know what's going on. Well, that graduation is not in Texas. So right? Not all women are the same. But yes, if you want to marry me or whatever, no, you got to treat my baby, my other kids or whatever, with the same respect and everything else that you treat the other one, that you treat our kids together. That's his name. They got hella kids that's way closer to the stepfather than they are the real father. Right. You would be surprised how many families where the stepdad is mistreating a child that's not his, and that's not supposed to happen. And how long did he keep him for? He drove him to Texas. I mean, but I guess she was trying to have him in a bond with her. Something else must have happened after that, because she could have very well left her kid with anybody. She could have left him wherever they left Legend, but she left him with his daddy so they could bond. And so something else ghetto or crazy must have happened again. That shit was so good. I'm not gonna eat those cards. Okay, Queen went to Miami for 3 weeks down and left CJ with Chris. She called him and asked to keep him an extra week while they had Legend, so he can't be there. Yeah, so he can't be there. Okay, so they went on vacation, but they only took one child. But they say, yeah, women pick their man over their kids. It's nothing new. It should be non-existent, because that's crazy. Y'all say that happened 2 months ago, but that's not the case though. Chris is a part of his family. Chris had CJ for a week last month. He was in his vlogs, and she said, "Yep." Then something else had to have happened. Like, If everything was all peaches and cream, peachy keen, I'll investigate further. I mean, maybe she just thought, okay, well, he can't come anyway. Something had to have happened to where he kept him in all that long time. It's no telling what he came back and told him. And so if he kept alleging, I'm thinking he did that for Chris. Because if they had the other child, then why not just take both kids to Miami? Okay. At the end of the day, when CJ gets older, he's going to see all of this and know his mother excluded his father from moments in his life. That's the messed up part. I only watched a few videos, but didn't like how CJ was treated versus Legend, and I haven't watched since. How did he treat him? I thought he always treated him well. And he said Chris is getting CJ for the summer. It's court order. Let's see how that works out. Let's hope he keeps his nose clean. Which the summer is about to start like next week or some places now. Oh my gosh, Chris can't even leave fucking Texas. Stop saying Queen is excluding the nigga. He can't even leave Texas, man. And I mean, don't people graduate the same time, around the same time every year? Like I would have been inquiring. I'd have been like, hey, yo, it's April or it's May. You're like, hey, when's my son graduating? I would have called. I would have been like, oh, well, damn, you know, it's almost June. He probably still didn't graduate. The children graduate around the same time in May every year. This is a mess. This is so good. It has cheese in the middle. I gotta redo my nails. But not by them. Because girl, what do you call it? Not dip. I get the other one. Shellac should last longer than this. I'm pissed. My toe's still on fleek though. Okay. It should be based off of your assumption. He could have been told his child was graduating shit. She could have FaceTimed him. Right. But me personally, let's say if I was the father, like the same thing with like my nieces and nephews and certain people in my family. They hadn't reached out to me yet because I knew I wanted to buy this particular person a Gucci purse when they graduate. So way before that, I said, but when is the graduation? They were gonna eventually tell me, but when it started getting close to that, I inquired. I didn't just sit there and wait for them. No, I was more involved in this person's life. He said probation or not, he could have made arrangements to leave his PO. Could be, it could be not. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, if you know your child, you know, usually, see, good fathers, you don't have to see the kid to have a relationship with them. So if that were my child, okay, and I'm an active father, we would have been talking at least once a week. At least once a week. I mean, once a week is pretty bad, but I'll be like, yo, let me call my son or sons. Hey, son, how you been today? How was school? Blah, 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 blah. I would know. So how long did he not talk to this guy, this little boy, for him not to know his graduation? Like, you haven't talked to him since they picked him up last month or whenever it was that he stayed? An active father don't have to be there, don't have to see them to be active. You're not interested in what your child got going on. I would talk to my child. I would call my child all the time. I'm not going to sit there and not hear from him in months. And there's something called a telephone or FaceTime or depending on what type of device you have. That's just me. So I would have known about graduation because, I mean, I would have asked. I would have known as soon as he knew, which was probably 2 months ago. I mean, we would have been talking all, you know, I would have sent stuff. I'd be like, yeah, so son, you graduating, blah, blah, blah. Oh, man. And then I would have talked to my PO and would have been like, yo, my son told me that he's graduating next month on the such and such. You know, or either hit Queen. Well, you know, look, my son don't know when he's graduating. So I'll call a school. He's a father. He can call a school. I would have known. And then I would have hollered at my PO. And then I would have told him, yo, I want to be down there. You know, can you see what you can do? You know, or like what D say, would have snuck down there, be like, look, I'm gonna go down there, don't take no damn pictures unless I'm on I got an ankle bracelet. I would have known. I would have known, especially if I got a strained relationship with my baby's mom, and it's just bad. Like, I'm talking about it on the internet. Hell yeah, I'm gonna be like, I don't have to talk to you. I would have bought him a phone. Be like, look, this is our private phone. I would talk to my child every night. Well, at least once a week. But no, I think it would be every day. If it were actually me, yeah, every day to every other day, I will be calling my son just to check in, just to let him know that I am daddy. No, Clarence is not daddy. Like, I'm very active in your life. Like, I'm coming to see you, son. That's what I would have done. I wouldn't have went out of my way to be all on the internet. Oh, what Queen did this, and come on, let's do. Nah. Let's see what y'all say. Yep. You say my son doesn't graduate until June, so graduations are different times. It's around this time though. It's around this time. So I mean, I don't know what state they're in. I still, like I say, I would have been checking with them. Y'all say y'all know damn well Chris ain't going around Clarence. He's scared of him? All right. If he was notified, he could have required to go to your child's graduation. His PO could have said yes. You say who say they don't speak, but if they speaking all the time, graduation, hey dad, I went and bought this for graduation. They wouldn't talk about graduation, they just talking about taco trucks or something. In my 20s, and I still remember every graduation. They might not have the best relationship, but that's his dad. Okay. You say it's not the child's position to tell the parent? I mean, it's not to say where he's like, yo, I'm notifying you of this, dad, or whatever. It's the fact of, hey, baby, how was school today? It was good. Oh, we're graduating and such and such. That was just randomly talking. I find it hard to believe that they were gonna be that they would be doing all this talking and this wouldn't come up. I would be talking to my child. Right. Good point, Jade. I actually thought about that too. That about CJ definitely would have mentioned the graduation. He would have mentioned the graduation. Yeah. You say CJ had a phone and it's no longer in his hands? You say you would tell. I did too. I still remember the date of mine. Mine was on May 23rd. My kindergarten, I honestly remember it. So let me see. When I was 6 years old, when I would be talking to certain people or whatever, when certain things was coming up, like my birthday parties, whatever, I would talk my head off about it. Like, I was excited about graduation, especially. And then when I went to elementary school and all other stuff, we had like graduation rehearsals. So we would not do that the week before graduation. We would kind of do rehearsals, like within the coming weeks, or hey, you do this, or you know what I'm saying, like maybe 2 weeks before it, up until that day and stuff like that. So this would be something we would talk about, especially my parents all talking about giving me a party and all the other stuff. Wait, hold on. Let me. Okay, this wasn't about Chris. It was about Queen not saying anything. He said he didn't know and wasn't invited. Queen said she was upset about him calling her a name. He didn't call CJ a name. Okay, but look at all crap Chris was in while he had CJ, and Queen still told the judge that she'll let CJ go see his dad because her son loves his father. He don't even know what the graduation? Oops. Okay, you said, but Queen just said she don't speak to Chris. Okay, and she took CJ's phone. So how was he supposed to know all of this? I'd be like, look, that's why I said I would give him a phone and be like, look, it is imperative. I don't care if I had to go to a judge, that I speak with my son. I don't know why she took my son's phone, but I haven't heard from him in weeks or whatever. I need to talk to my son. Like, why did she take the phone? What happened? And then they say due to COVID, most likely no one would have thought the child would have had a graduation. But they had him last year too. I went to a graduation last year. It was limited. And they only let 2 people on the it was outside, and we had to be outside of the gate, but it was in a field, and they let like a football field. And 2 people were able to go in or whatever, and the rest of us, we had tents and stuff set out. We was out. People was graduating last year, so they're graduating this year. Let me see. I wouldn't want my baby daddy at our child graduation. If he called me a bitch and shit all damn day, just just type that congratulations in the comment. I don't want. I'll eat this later. This is good, y'all. Just type that congratulations in the comments. Yes, learn to respect me. Like the same thing y'all was saying about, okay, well, he's gonna see that he didn't go to his graduation or something. He's gonna also see the fuck shit that Chris constantly says about his mom. He's gonna constantly see that shit. That shit ain't gonna go away. And the fact that he wanted the graduation gonna stay. He been talking about her since they broke up, like consistently. And she would, most of the time she would ignore her. You say, well, attend one? Attend a graduation? I don't know. And Chris bought him the phone, but she took it. Even Tina said that because they can't get in contact with him. So the both of them are lying. So, but what happened to where she had to take the phone? I really want to know why Queen family didn't respond to Chris calling them all toxic a few weeks ago. Straight silence. Okay. So that's more than one person saying it must be true. It's not about the parents feeling. Put your pride aside. It's not about, it's about the kid. Okay. CJ has a phone. Where did that come from? Queen took his phone. Where are the receipts for that information? I didn't know that either. Did Tina say that? CJ is on the phone all the time. He has a TikTok. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. And Clarence will see the stuff Clarence says about his grandma and dad. You're saying Clarence will see the stuff, Clarence. And CJ will see the stuff Clarence says about his grandma and dad. Yeah, just toxic all the way around. Everybody needs to be civil, not call each other this and that, and just chill out. But he will also see how he treats him in the household, like how he stepped up to be a father, because it seems like he really, really loves CJ. I mean, it could all be an act, but he just, it's, well, CJ loves him, so, you know, shit could look like an act, but you can tell how the kid reacts to the other person. So he'll see that, okay, he protected my mommy. A lot of times people go with what's in their household as opposed to out. So, I mean, if I had like a mom, stepdad, or whatever, but my grandma, they calling my mom a bitch, they doing all this other stuff, I'm going to side with the stepfather and the grandma because they're the stepfather and my mom because they're attacking my mom. And my stepfather is protecting my mom. That's what I wouldn't be like, oh, that was my grandma that called you a bitch that you called her one back. No. Don't disrespect me. Call me on my name and think I'm supposed to still keep you updated. Nah. And they say he has an iPad too. Wait. Chris' mother said it on one of her lives. They said Queen took the phone. Tina mad the grandmother said that Chris' mom, I don't know. Keisha, because Chris is already the villain and they can't do damage control. So let's ruin Queen's sweet girl image. Your child or your child, but once a man doesn't want to be in the child's life, it's an issue. If CJ sees it when he grows up, Chris will have to answer. Okay. Did you know that Chris got him a phone and did you know that Chris got him a phone and was with him last month? Chris even said he feels sorry for Clarence and said he's glad he doesn't have to deal with Queen's family. He sure did anymore, but no one ever checks Chris. He even said that they were toxic. So they just trying to jump on anything that's negative that bashes and hurts that hurts Queen. That's all they want to do. You know what I mean? Because she done made it. You know what I'm saying? They're jealous, and now it's just any issue they can find with her to villainize her. They with all of that shit. That's crazy. And you say he is 6 years old. Why is it his responsibility to tell him not Queen's? From what I'm saying, it's not even a responsibility. It's a fact of that is his child. I will be talking to my child a lot. So somebody else in the comments said that he doesn't have his phone, but somebody else said he's always on TikTok. I thought so. He's on TikTok all the time. So how does he not have a phone? Like, I would not allow that. I would not let somebody take my child's phone or put me in a position to where I can't talk to my child every week. Like, that's just me. And they said the kid should not be put in that position. He'll be a messed up child. Right. Like I said, it wasn't a duty to tell him. It's a fact of it just so happened to happen. Be like, Daddy, I can't wait until I graduate, because I couldn't wait. All the times I graduated from preschool, kindergarten, high school, college, all of that, we couldn't wait to graduate. So anything good that was going on with me, even if a stranger asked me, I would have told them. So if you're talking to your child every other day, every week, or even every other week, you would know, hey, I'm graduating, Daddy, are you coming? Of course he would have said that's exactly how that would have happened if he would have been talking to him. He'd have been like, I'm graduating, Daddy, are you coming? But he don't talk to him. Because from what they say, he's a media dad. He's too busy. And he said, nah, Queen is not the innocent one. They're all at fault. Yeah, everybody has a hand in that. You shouldn't allow somebody else to completely raise your child because you no longer wanted to be in a household anymore. So I would have been talking to my child so often. And I would have been good, especially if I wanted to see my child. I'd have been like, well, look, this is about my child. It is more important for me to see my child than it is to sit there and call his mama a bitch and say all this other shit. Let me be peaceful for my child. This shit between me and this girl did not work out. She will never be back with me. She is with this dude. I wish them the best. Let me do what I have to do to see my child. What'd you say? Chirps brought the phone. Queen took the phone. CJ is on TikTok on his iPad. He doesn't have access to outsiders. So on the iPad, let's see. I guess he wouldn't know how to download certain things with that. In the end, turns out Chris knew the entire time and forgot. And it was like, that's if the other parent allows you to communicate them. But I mean, if she's like, I want him to have be with his father, if she just left him with the father for like 3 weeks, then why would it be a problem them communicating? So I'm still trying to figure out why he could have the iPad but not the phone. So usually when they take a phone, it's because they don't want you on certain type of social media. TikTok is social media. So like I said, I didn't do any research with that. I didn't know any of that. I don't know why she allegedly took the phone. It could have been something deeper to where he could have been getting drunk and calling it. I don't know what it was. Why he could be on social media, but whatever. And they say CJ has a private TikTok. Yeah, but she says he's doing it from the iPad, so he's not calling or nothing like that. So is he only allowed on TikTok? I would be so desperate. Can't you send messages on TikTok? If I want to talk to my kid, I'll be talking to my damn kid. I'm sorry. I wouldn't let nothing keep me away because I'll be like, he needs to know who daddy is. Yes, this dude is who you're going to end up with, but I am daddy. Let me show you I'm daddy. I'm not going to see you once a month or no shit like that. And she says, because it's only when it's beneficial. She says, only when it is beneficial. Child. She only wants Chris when it benefits her. Only when it benefits her. I don't know. Like I said, I have to do a little more research. I thought it was just, all I see is since Chris has just been bashing this girl. And then the family has been bashing this girl. So, you said it's court order. Oops. I wouldn't want my baby daddy around unless it's for the child. Right? I wouldn't want him around unless it's for the child too. But I'd just be like, look, sit down. Like, do not bash me. Do not do this. Like, whatever we got going on, leave that alone. I'll never be back with you. There's no reason to call me a bitch and say all this other stuff that I end up refuting. I end up being right about. This is for our child. Our child will see that. But people seem to think they only see it when Queen does something semi-negative. No, this dude has been really on this boy's mama for a long time. So wild horses couldn't keep me away from my child. That's just what I'm saying. Like, wild horses really could not keep me away from my child or something that I want. Like, even if I had to go back to a judge, be like, yo, I bought my son a phone, she took it. I surely would have. I would have been trolling. I'd have been using the courts to troll. Be like, I don't know what the hell they got going on over there. Old boy smokes weed all day long. So I think, just to make sure my child his well-being is okay and he's not in any type of danger, I need to talk to my child a few times a week or at least every week. No, I can't go weeks without talking to my baby. Like, he can just answer that phone. That phone could literally be for us too. You say then he'll be right in jail for going above and beyond for his child. He really would have been in jail. He would have went to that graduation on probation. I think Queen fed up. I would be too, calling her out her name all the time. Oh damn, Queen said she ain't being nice no more. And from what I saw, she was being nice for a while. He only called her out her name because she said she's not letting him see their child. So so he should go ahead and call her a bitch and just call her whatever he calls her. Like, no, like, be adults. But why can't he see the child? I mean, you gotta have a reason. No Adam's apple, y'all. Okay. Shade. Even CJ So Cool brought Queen up, saying he wanted her to sing him to the ring. Chris has other kids he's raising. Y'all painting him to be a deadbeat, which he's not. Queen could have simply called and Tina wouldn't be airing out family business. But we got to see what's going on. But I mean, even like I said, I'm still on that. If you want to be a good dad and you're so worried about that, you should keep in contact with your child. You don't have to see the child to keep in contact with him. Like, I would have been keeping in contact. I wouldn't leave it up to my baby mama to, hell no, I'd have been suspicious around April. I'd have been like, yeah, she might try to do something to where I don't want that bitch to do me no favors. So let me make sure. I would have called the damn school. I would definitely know what school my kid goes to. I'd be talking to the teacher. I'm pretty sure they're doing virtual teacher parent conferences or whatever they're doing. I would have been in my child life, no matter how many they got, especially if there's some other man over there, because I need to show you, yes, this other guy is semi-raising you, but I'm still daddy. Like, all this other stuff he got a child over there. Like, he can go do teacher parent conferences with his. She was never going to be nice. People show you what they want you to sing. I would cut all the power out at Queen's mom house. I sure would. I didn't think of that. I sure would. I'd be like, y'all talk too much. Like, I tried to have y'all in my life, but y'all play too much. Chris has never supported CJ after Queen moved. He does nothing financially for CJ. And I would be doing something financially for my child. Queen don't talk to Chris and it's vice versa. So if we don't talk, you think I'm going to depend on my baby mama I don't even fucking talk to tell me when my son's graduation is going to be? Hell no. My graduation I can't even go to because I got an ankle bracelet? No, I would have been found that shit out. They be knowing a whole year in advance when kids are going to graduate. Like, I would have been, the school year would have started. I would have been like, when is kindergarten graduation or whatever for such and such? You think I'm going to let, fuck no. How your son been in school 2 years and you don't know where he goes or the number of his teacher? That's real. I would have known that. So you'll cut the power out of your mother's house because you and your sister is not on good terms? Don't bite the hand that feeds you. How the fuck you talking shit on my internet? You talking shit from the internet on some power that I fucking provided? I'm that bad of a damn person. Okay. All right. So go pop that ass for a real nigga and do it. He don't even know the school or the damn teacher. You're supposed to know that as a parent, whether they're in your house or not. I would have been in my son's graduation. You think I'm definitely not gonna let an enemy leave it up to a fucking enemy and her nigga. No. What if something would have happened to Queen and Clarence and they need to get in touch with him? So because Queen didn't want Chris' money, they had an agreement, 3 months on, 3 months off. She didn't want Chris's money. I don't think he had any because when they left, when they broke up, when Queen and Clarence moved and everything else, he was calling Queen, and because he was still living in the same house that they lived in, was trying to get her to pay bills. Was like, send the electricity bill. You need to pay half of this. And so Clarence was like, yo, he was like, she don't live there anymore. He was like, what you mean she need to pay the bills and she been gone a few months? It was like, she don't live there anymore. So he didn't have any money. Chris is an internet dad. Chris is bitter that Queen is on top and he feels like he's supposed to be in Clarence's spot. That's true. He said it himself. He said it. He was like, man, I know he got your heart now, but I love it. I wish we can be back together. He's made so many songs talking about how he wanted to be back together with her. And even after him and Parker broke up, it was some type of exes challenge. I forgot what it was, where you were writing a song or something about your ex. He wrote it about Queen. And so Clarence was like, hold up, that's not your ex. There was like, Parker is your current ex right now. There was like, that's not your ex, that's your ex before your ex. And Chris is disrespectful to all his baby mamas. He just disrespectful to women, period. His mom and grandma go on live with T-Pages. That's true, and dragged her for 2 years. Right. And then they say, you know, didn't Chris just have CJ? I'm confused. So she want him in the child's life, but some duck ass shit must have happened again. He would only know if Queen put him on the emergency card. He's not in the same state though. And he doesn't even help financially. He doesn't. Queen mom is on her community post hurting all the comments, dragging Queen and Clarence. So yes, cut off the power. Cut off the power. Queen's mama be acting so religious when Queen is being attacked. Then that's the wolf in sheep's clothing. Yeah, I see through it. Why does she have to do it for him? He needs to be about his business as a parent. Chris took care of CJ even before they broke up. Chris was the active parent? He was? So Queen wasn't there. What's going on? Yes, he did ask her to help pay bills while he had Parker living there too. It was before Parker and after. Queen mom took away from her dad, and Queen is doing the same thing to CJ. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It's on the itinerary at the beginning of the school year with a clause of possible changes of the dates depending on the inclement weather conditions throughout the school year. That's right. I would have known. What's funny is that y'all notice everyone that was in the damn house is gone except Chris. Should that tell y'all something? Right. None of her families care about CJ. It's all about the money. They hate Clarence because he speaks up and doesn't allow them to use her. That's right. Chris does not want Queen. He's living his best life, and Clarence is mad that he's tied down. Every once in a while, he would say that he does. Like, I don't know. I don't remember the last time he said it, but he'll be like, yeah, I'm sorry. He's actually backtracked and said that he really was in love with her and wanted her back and shit. It was crazy. After you just dragged her for I don't know how long, you gonna wait till this girl get pregnant for somebody else? Chris don't want her. He wants her money and the fame. Clarence is an arrogant asshole. And I don't want none. They try to flip the narrative on Clarence being the abuser, being the user. They sure do, but Chris kept all the money Queen made for them or for their channel. Plus, he kept her car and sold it. Chris is hoeing. Meanwhile, Clarence is being a father. Notice how they use CJ at graduation to talk about Clarence and money. Her mom has a T-Page living with her right now. That is crazy. Yeah, Chris's mother pacified him too much. She enables his behavior. Seemed like everybody was doing that. Why didn't Chris call Queen when he got picked up by the cops last year and Queen couldn't find CJ? Damn, that's ghetto. CPS called Queen, and she said this isn't the first time she received a call from CPS from damn Houston. And she still let this man see the child. Because it's for the child. I don't like my child's father, but I do what's best for the child. I don't let my emotions mess up my child's emotions. He still have feelings. Queen's dad got deported. She didn't want her to go back with him because he wasn't a Christian. Okay. Chris didn't say a word after replying to the fan, and Clarence still talking shit about him. They hate Clarence because they see him for his true self. Yeah. If he's not paying any bills and disrespecting me publicly, that's not what's he ain't giving me no money, and he talking about me like a fucking dog. Since Ben, like, I'm sorry, that's not a good day. Me, like I said, me personally, even if I hated my baby daddy, if my child's father was sitting there putting an effort to where he is talking to my son every day or every week, he's really active in my child's life, even though he's far from down there, I wouldn't have the heart to not invite him. I mean, he would already know about it because my son would tell him. Because I'd be like, well, I hate him. He called me a bitch every week, but this is this man's son. He is super close to him. His CJ wouldn't have went for that. He'd be like, what about my dad? He wasn't worried about that. Who the hell could look at a child say, what about my dad? And then don't allow him. No, indeed. He wanted her to still pay half of the rent, and Queen wasn't living there, and Parker was. Wait, isn't Parker the reason they broke up? She was like staying off the radar. Her sister's slow and lying. Your child won't see if you know how to parent. Your child won't see if you know how to parent? What you mean? I mean, I would, like, if I had a daddy that was calling me all the time, even, and picking me up, doing stuff with me, versus one that talks to me every few months, I'm gonna bond more with the one that's in my household. Me personally. She said Clarence didn't pay for Legend's birth because the bill came to them with Queen's name on it. Oh, okay. Girl doesn't know about mother's insurance. All right. She also said Queen paid for Clarence's brother's funeral. Queen is a cash cow. You say Sunny is not a T-Page anymore. She's been out there for 2 weeks on a spiritual journey per her live. She also stated she was there before this drama started. Okay. Tina mad pocket watching her sister for what she's 19 without a job. And Keisha says, yes, Tina is lying, trying to say Clarence is beating Queen. Cut the watch. Be like, not on my internet. Hope she has trust funds for her kids. Yep, and y'all want to be up Chris' ass so bad, but over here dissing Queen and making CJ open up his diss tracks. Yeah, it's a lot of messed up stuff he did. It's a lot of fugazi ass shit he did. I was like, ugh. Like, kids really should stay out of it. So, I mean, all right. Chris doesn't care about that boy's education. They did a video and they were talking about school. Chris said he didn't need it. The world would teach him what he needs to know. And CJ said, I like school. Damn. Yep, she took up for Chris, though, who admitted to hitting her sister. You're going to bond more with the parent who shows you more affection. You can be in the house with your parents and they ass won't pay you dust. You can. So if I'm in a house with Clarence and he's being so good to me, he's not paying me dust, and he's been an active father. I mean, I probably wouldn't care if the other guy didn't come to my graduation. The other guy, he's not even talking to me. But whereas if it was vice versa, if he was paying him dust, that would make a child or a person think, well, damn, that's my brother's father. What's up with my father? Let me go bond. I want that fatherly love that my little brother Legend has. But he not looking for it. Like, and he wasn't looking for his daddy at his graduation. I wouldn't let nobody take over my kid like that. I'd be like, whatever we got going on, bitch, let that happen. Tina and Terrell still haven't touched Chris for beating Queen. So he used to beat the shit out of Queen. I mean, Queen is the patient, so it would come in her name, and Queen probably has insurance. Tina was reaching. But they are so invested in Clarence. Truth is going to come out, and once those girls start talking, child. Yep, so that's all I have. I just think that, I guess they're all wrong or whatever, but it would be smart. Don't if you know you need somebody for something, don't bite that hand. There's no reason for you to constantly be calling your child's mother bitches and all this other stuff. Like, just get along. You used to beat her when y'all were together, allegedly. Like, don't expect grace when you don't give any. You know what I mean? Just everybody agree to disagree. Let's get along. The family, that shit should be kept between family. You know what I mean? Especially if she giving them gifts and paying bills. But I'm with homegirl. Cut that shit the fuck off. Yeah, CJ's always in the game. Wow. He always shading somebody, getting into it with somebody. Wasn't he supposed to be fighting CJ so cool? He just got too much craziness going on. It's just too much going on. And you say, God bless them all. Hope they figure it out before the child gets older and start lashing out at all of them. At some point, the truth about it will prevail. Good luck to that. But that's it. Like, if you got a good stepfather and a father who just making other babies, because them other baby mamas got problems with Chris too. unless they hashed it all out. But a bunch of them other baby mamas got problems with them. Everybody, it can't just be them. Yeah, Chris is toxic. He was just trying to fight in the mall. Oh wow. Oh, and they say CJ is in therapy. And they say no one hit her. He admitted he said he didn't hit her with a closed hand. What? So open hand? Yes, Chris is very toxic. Y'all couldn't eat the rest of the shit. I don't want it. Oh, gosh, but yeah. Where's the garbage can? But yep. CJ love his dad house more because there's no discipline. Chris treats him like his friends. Yeah, I be seeing that. Like she be trying to. I mean, she really be like trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, and he just keeps taking advantage of that. So I stand on it's his own fault that he wasn't at the graduation. Number one, you're on probation, and number two, you didn't know about you let it slip you by. Like you didn't know about it. I would have known about it. I would have known about it, and I would be talking to my child. You're not taking the phone. You're not doing none of that. I would be talking to my child. I would message him on. I don't care if I had to send him a TikTok. I don't care. I would get a hold to my child. You wasn't keeping me from my child. And they say he be on games. I join a gaming channel. You know how they can talk on a game on Fortnite? I do that just to talk to my child. You wasn't keeping my fucking child, so my child could all the way bond with this dude you about to somebody else's daddy. No, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because my child would be one of the most important things to me. Well, the most important thing besides God and all that. Did y'all see what a baby mama pulled up to beat Chris? Wow, and Jordan had to break it up. Wow. Okay. If you watch the old videos, I'm not 100% sure Chris wasn't the only one using his hands. Queen was too, but since she's a female, it's okay. Now, if our son girlfriend was hitting him, what would be your reaction? I don't know. I just hope Queen mental health is okay. A lot of you speaking don't have kids for a fact. Chris hit females after Queen. Save it. You say you using your emotions and not logic. Oh, I'm using logic. Fuck all that. Like, no. You should know. That's on you. Don't I'm your enemy. Don't depend on me to tell you shit. Especially if you call me bitches and all that. Especially if we don't know what he says to her behind closed doors. It's just worse. There's a lot of stuff Queen wouldn't say. But at the end of the day, he couldn't go nowhere. It's a possibility he couldn't go because he was on probation. He be calling his girls stupid bitches and hoes in front of CJ. Says you're using emotion. She didn't take him from his dad. She didn't. I'm about to throw this stuff away. I'm still here, but let me turn off my cam while I throw this away. Yeah. That is whack, wiggity whack. Oh. Child. He says, I have a kid and my baby daddy is bliggity blocked. And so he shows respect. You got to respect people. My child is not about to see you call me all these bitches and all this other stuff. Yep, if that was my son, he can only see him on FaceTime at this point. Yeah, you gotta act like a human being. And no, you said courts don't care about name call. I can attest to that. They will shut up. If you don't want, if you're like, they still don't want toxic behavior in front of the kids and all that. But yeah, I guess if CJ didn't see it, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of shit CJ did see that Queen ain't saying. She is bending over backwards trying to be nice. Chris had CJ reading negative comments about him. What kind of shit is that? They said Parker's case did not stick because she was the aggressor, and I'm not sure about the other damn another girl. Like, yep, Tina was stealing money from Queen. Now she mad she can't use Queen no more. I don't have to ask him to do anything. He does before I get to it. And Queen has full custody because Chris failed to show up for the custody hearing. That's why she can make all the decisions, or else they could have shared custody. That's why I would have showed up, me personally. Chris did buy CJ a phone to simply bypass Queen, and Claire ain't no better than Chris. Then his family keep dragging her, and she still hasn't said anything. Parker threw a bottle at CJ. That's why Chris went after her. Tina was drinking, watching CJ down. Oh, so Chris pled guilty to that Parker situation. It's court record. Okay. He pleading guilty. The court case documents are public. He lied to y'all. I have the screenshots. They have joint custody. True, because she was the one with the bruises. Whew. Huh. Yeah. She has primary custody. So she has custodial custody and he gets them during the summer. She has more say so. Yeah, I would have showed up. I'm just saying. I would have been there with bells on. Sure would have. With absolute bells on. Absolutely. You could not have had my baby. Right. You said, child, Sunny said she in a T page. I was like, wow. You ran away, girl. What happened? Child. No, they do not. Martin Lewis resurrected, did a video on it, and Lori says she has custody. Wait, so how can someone show up if they weren't informed? So nobody informed them? Like, okay. They just had a whole case behind his back? I guess it's possible. Chris hit all four his girlfriends. He's just an abuser. There's an excuse to hit on women. It's really not. You said sole custody means no right to the child. And CJ would be okay. Oh, so he gets CJ for 1 month out of the summer. And you said a lawyer can't give out that information. Huh. Mhm. She's being fair. All right. Let me pull in here. So, do y'all agree that Sunny ain't a T page? I'm here for the spiritual journey, but I was just throwing blows on your live, Sunny. Hmm. The paperwork is public record. It's in their divorce papers. It's not up to her. Chris can also take it to court as well. I'm pretty sure CJ got a tablet to call his dad. That's what I thought you could call on a tablet. But can a lot of men and women don't respect each other after they leave the relationship, which is dead for the child? You think that's fair, but she's on a fake journey. Sunny is definitely a T-page. She was talking about the same people she's living with. Wow. How they could take care of somebody and Queen taking care of them. CJ may not be going to Chris' house this summer with the drama and he being in the house all summer. Yeah, he could take her to court, but he hasn't because he's a fake dad. You could take somebody to court as often as you can spell in the beginning. Whew. Crazy. Super crazy. Well, I mean, that's super duper crazy. Yep. She just say, okay, send me the document. He also knows Queen has valid evidence of the inappropriate things in front of his child. Chris will never win in court. For the domestic, CJ is alone. Uh-oh. I can't believe Spain tried to try me like that and then disappears and comes back talking about some damn cycle. Uh-oh. Huh. Right. And being sneaky about it. And being sneaky like, yeah, I'm on a spiritual dirty now. Next week, girl, when I live with them, I want to show y'all how dirty this house is. All right. So if Chris gets CJ 1 week out of every month and 1 month out of the summer, why he ain't been getting them lately? Like for that week, Could have been like, yeah, you know, in a few weeks, this, then the third is about to happen. Damn. He just had him when he was pregnant. Damn, that's what T-Next girlfriend did. Lived there and told all their business. Okay. Both of them. He's not a fake dad love. Chris and Claire both put hands on Queen. Claire embarrassed her so many levels as a woman. No man should ever say your pussy. He did? When did he say her pussy smells? I don't remember that. You know, he said that? Wow. Harris County Public Record. CPS was called because Chris got picked up and he was supposed to be at Chris's house, but Chris left him with some girl that Queen never met. I'm not trying to hate on the journey, but please don't play with God. I understand. No, CPS was called because he did a video. What? Yeah, I haven't. Clarence, I don't know about Clarence hitting Queen. Chris posted a prank video telling CJ he can't come back to his house 2 weeks ago. He always pranks him to make him feel bad just for money. Oh man. I can't prank a child like that. Right, right. What happened to the little white boy that was around him? I don't know, child. But I know she trying to reach out to Ayanla, so she at least want to fix this. I wouldn't be want to fix none of this. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't be wanting to fix any of that. So I'd be like, you know what? I wouldn't be trying to fix any of it. None of it. Should I go way back? Nah, let's turn this off. Right. Yeah, I would cut him off. I would have been cut him off. Like, I would have damn near took the car back. I'd have been like, look, whatever y'all got out of me so far, it is what it is. It's all good. Like, you know. Yeah, nobody says she's a hate, but she gets sane, but she gets a lot of unnecessary hate. Yeah. Well, y'all, that is my show for today. Any last words? Anything else? Yeah, my final thoughts is, yeah, I think that You know, respect, like just respect each other, and none of this would happen. Like, and the family, the mother, and all that. You should understand why you're not invited to whatever. It's COVID and all this other stuff. You don't have to come to the net talking about how you wasn't invited either. You were supposed to keep, especially if that hand is feeding you, leave that shit alone. Like, keep that between your family. That's all you have to do. That's all I would do. She couldn't have cut them all the way off. They still got cars and everything, you know. Yeah. So that's all I got. I think, I hope they work it out or whatever. CJ needs to stop. I mean, not CJ. Clarence. Damn. Chris needs to stop with the antics. Grow up. Meet Queen halfway. They could have such a great relationship. They could. And family stuff was her with her family. They basically too many too many times, and it's too many times. Like, it's just been too many times. You know what I mean? You've exposed me too many times for a coin and for attention. They probably be happy when they get into it with her, because they can sit back and expose her and be like, "Oh, she did this and that." No, it shouldn't be any of that. Like, we should be family. It should just be a straight up family. But you choose to go to the net and say all this craziness about me, and I'm your family. So if you're not treating me like family, I'll make my own family. That's what I would do. Right. That's right. That's right. I don't know why it won't let me. Yep, I would. Yeah. So see me back here tomorrow or the day after, so we can have a little chit chat about some things. Right now, I'm going to go and finish up this workout, and I shall talk to y'all some other time. Bye, guys.